Hello. Let's see if this is going to die. The California dream. I need to find a stick to put the camera on. This should not work. I haven't talked to a camera in so long, I feel like. Or a person, honestly, besides someone in my family that I feel like I don't know how. Hello, look at me in the wilderness. This is crazy. If you're wondering why I'm in the wilderness, what's in my pocket? Oh, a charger. It's because I am up in the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin. Yep, that's basically it. And I actually still have Wi-Fi here, surprisingly, so it's not like, what's that called? Like, it's not like completely unplugged or whatever that is, which is good, but the service isn't the best. Something that I'm dealing with. Anyway, while being here, a few odd things happened to me. Okay, maybe only like one or two, but I still wanted to say them because yesterday I was like, couldn't stop thinking about them. They were just so like, I don't know. Okay, so normally when I'm here, I wear stuff like this sweatshirt I've been wearing for like 3 days, and then just like regular pants. I normally like sleep in it, wear it like all the time. You're basically like camping. Like you don't need to have a bunch of outfits or all of that. And so all the other times I come here, I normally just look like I've been sleeping in the same clothes for 3 days. And so, you know, no one cares, everything's fine, whatever. This time, I just went from going to Indiana. This is too confusing to explain. Basically this time, it was my sister's birthday, so I brought a nicer outfit for her birthday. And I wore it, and we go out to dinner, and it's all these older people at this restaurant. And first off, actually there was a lot of things that happened in this place, okay? So the outfit will come in a minute, but basically we're going to walk in the place, and I realized Wisconsin doesn't have a rule about like mask or anything for Corona or anything, which is freaky to me. And so we're going to walk into this place, and my family goes to walk into the restaurant with their mask on, whatever, but the restaurant was just like really close quarters. It didn't seem like they were doing 6 feet, and so that freaked me out. And I'm a little more afraid of germs, all of that kind of stuff, a little more cautious of Corona and all of that, and so I was like, I'm not going in here because there's like an outside patio on the back. So I was like, okay, I'll just walk through the back, meet you there. And this dude is like listening to our conversation. I didn't know at the time, but he's like listening to it, and I'm like, I'm not going in there through the restaurant. I'll just meet you guys out and like sit on the deck. And my mom was like, okay, like that's fine, but don't worry, we'll be fast, blah blah, like all of that. There's an ant on there. And so as my mom goes to open this door, this dude comes up like right behind me, and he was like, Corona, huh? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you're pretty careful about that, huh? And I was like, mm-hmm. And he's like, you know, I probably should be more careful or care more, but I just don't. And I was like, sorry, there's a lot of bugs on here, so I'm like playing with them. Yeah, he was like, I should probably be more concerned about it, but I'm not. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, you don't really see that much around here. And I'm like, you don't really see people caring about it. So that was kind of like, what? So I walked to the back of this restaurant, and I thought that was a bug. My family's sitting there, and I go to sit there, and this dude who talked to me outside the restaurant is sitting right next to us, and he was like, not even whispering, not even close to whispering. He's sitting with someone else at his table, and he was like, that's the girl, so that's the mom and that's the daughter, and the daughter wouldn't walk in. Like, he's narrating it like it's a full-on story, and I'm right there. And honestly, the story wasn't that long. He could have been like, she shouldn't have said anything. Like, that's just kind of odd. He acted like he just heard that Corona was a thing, and I was like the only person on earth like doing stuff to try to prevent it. Like, he acted like he never has seen it. And you know, to his defense, maybe in Wisconsin up here there isn't that much like people and all of that, and so maybe he hasn't seen, like, I don't know what I'm trying to defend. But basically I was like, okay. And so he keeps telling the story, and he was like, so that's the daughter, and he's still on pointing. He's like, she wouldn't come in here, but then her mom was like, she has to go to the back, blah blah blah. And he's like, so yeah, she's really afraid of Corona, that one. And I like wasn't looking, because what am I supposed to do, turn and look and be like watch him talk about it? So I was like, okay. And then finally towards the end of the conversation, I was like, okay, this has gone on a little long. So I finally turned, and I'm like, then I kind of like nonchalantly looked that way, and then he was just like, and he kind of like pointed it out again, and I was like, okay. And then that conversation was over between all of us, which was, it wasn't really a conversation, it was kind of like me listening to him saying a conversation about me. But yeah, so then I told my mom later, I was like, bro, did you not see what just happened? And she was like, she doesn't really see those kinds of things, so she was like, nah, I had no idea. So that was kind of an odd birthday dinner for my sister. But then later they had another customer come in, and they had the biggest dog I've ever seen, so fluffy, so cute, and he sat right behind me. And his water bucket was, well, his water bowl was straight up a water bucket. Like, it was a pail that they brought in and filled to the very top. The dog like had like a pail that like a horse would drink. It was so cute. Not the pail, the dog. Well, the pail was kind of cute because it like went to the dog, but yeah, that was kind of cool. And I feel like there's so much noise out here. Next day we went four-wheeling and we were all going in a line, like with my sister, me, my brother, my mom, all of that, so we were doing it. And the trail that we are on, it's kind of like when you're going the speed that you're going, if you like spin out, you're not just gonna be like, oh, it's fine. Like if you spin out, you're full on hitting a tree. Like, okay. The trail's basically behind here. All these like trees, it's basically like between something like that. Like right here is the start of the trail. And so you just have to go throughout all those trees, and if you accidentally spin out, you're hitting a tree, which has happened many, many times to all of us because it's just kind of inevitable. Like you're gonna hit it, you're gonna spin out. Oh, I have to sneeze again. Oh my gosh, you scared me. Okay. I just sneezed a bunch of times because I'm allergic to everything I'm sitting by. My mom just came out here and emptied the vacuum, and I literally said, oh my gosh, you scared me, and tried to talk to her, and she didn't even notice I was here. I don't know why every single one of my family members thinks it's the time to come outside right now and just stand there. My brother's now outside playing with the hose. He just got it caught on the house. I feel like he's not gonna be able to figure that one out. Nope, not gonna work. He's like trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to water flowers for my mom, and I'm just gonna pretend I don't see so he can figure that out on his own. So we were on these four-wheelers and each of us hit a tree, which seems to happen. Ow. And as we hit it, like sometimes you can just hit it and then you like turn really fast and you go back on the trail. But this time I hit it and I go to hit it and like this whole steering just got like jammed, and so I couldn't even turn the steering wheel. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's never happened before. Like that's kind of weird. I had to like really take my time, reverse and all of that, and go back. And so that's how I had to do that. And then me and my mom ride it in a two-seater, and she was doing it, and she was like telling me how good she is at all of it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I believe you. And then we go, and she hit 3 trees in the span of, I want to say 30 seconds, and she was like freaking out, and she was like, oh my, I don't know how this is happening, and the steering wheel got jammed again, and I was like, okay. So the first like 2 times it was her fault, and then the 3rd time I was like, okay, maybe the wheel did you in a little bit. And then my sister went, okay, the story's kind of pointless. Basically, we all just, the steering wheel got messed up. That really wasn't a good story. It wasn't a weird thing that happened. It's weird that it's never happened to any of us before with the steering wheel got like that jammed, and then it happened to all of us in one day. But also no one really cares, so it's kind of, you know, should I have brought it up? Probably not, but it happened. Also, the trees behind me are moving a lot, so I'm not sure if that's gonna be like really loud and you won't be able to hear a thing I said anyway. So if that's the case, well, you're probably excited that you don't have to listen. Now we're gonna go home. We're leaving today, probably in like 2 hours, I would say. He got the hose stuck under the stairs. I'll show you. Oh my gosh, he just left it there leaking. I think he broke the hose. He went to get my mom. Something just like, I think it like tore in half or something. It's honestly a sight to see my brother do any basic task, vacuuming, cleaning a bathroom, watering flowers. It was just my charger. I thought it was my phone, but I forgot my phone is holding up the camera, so that couldn't be it. My brother doing basic tasks is like really hard for him. I don't know if it was just because my mom never made him do it when we were younger. Probably that's why. And so now whenever he does anything, he's probably listening to all this, but I say to his face, so yeah, so now he can't really like do things. Okay, I'm getting kind of freaked out because the sun went away and now it's kind of like gloomy over here. I don't know if you can tell, you probably can't, but my background is just this forest and I hear a bunch of animals or such behind me. So I think I'm gonna go inside now. I don't really want to see this hose fiasco to go down anymore, so I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Talking to my camera. Last year when we came here, I filmed a really fun video of like everything we did, and it was like one of my favorite videos I ever made, and just really fun. And it felt like I was like recording the whole time, always doing something. And I don't know, I just look back on it and I like it. And this time I literally have not recorded one video or done one thing, and it's just like, it's just a pretty area, so if I had the chance I would like to record it. But this time, whoa. And also once you record it once, it's all kind of the same. It's all kind of the same background, whatever. So I thought I would just do this instead of try to create something fun, because we all know that probably wouldn't have turned out fun anyway. So I just decided to go with something boring instead of trying to do something fun and have it turn out boring. So that's a little life lesson for you. My brother is now, I have to stand up because I'm getting eaten alive, but now my brother is making fun of me for talking to this. So I don't care. I am getting eaten. Okay, so that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.